Everybody, it's Lexi, and today I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite education apps. So we're going to do Emoji Shakespeare, Pocket, and Quizlet. So let's start with Emoji Shakespeare, which I'll admit I'm like a huge English nerd, and I thought it was so much fun, and I think it would be really good for students in high school just because we don't usually ask younger kids to read Shakespeare, maybe 8th grade. It'd definitely be best for English classes because I don't think anyone else is teaching Shakespeare, but here's how it works. So you would click play and then go to whichever Shakespeare play that you're studying. It's probably be ideal to do after the students have been exposed to it. So let's say I want to do Hamlet. So I would click play and I would be putting the emojis into where in the sonnet, or I think in this case just a speech, that I would think that they go. So obviously I'm not trying that hard right now. I've also not been able to beat it, so it's like a really challenging game for students. I think it would be really fun for them to play after they've read something, just to kind of gauge their understanding of it and to try to beat each other. If you put all of the emojis in, I'm not going to do it because it would take me a long time, but it'll have a check and it'll show you which ones you got right and replace the emojis with the words that go there, which is really fun. And I think it's just kind of a good way to get students engaged with Shakespeare using emojis, which they're used to, instead of really big words and complicated phrasing that he uses. Okay, so that's that one. Next, let's look at Pocket. I really would love to do independent reading in my English classes because I think it's great to have students be able to get interested in reading things that they like to read. So Pocket allows you to find different articles, and when you register for an account, you tell them what you're interested in. So I've had this for a couple weeks, and it's just kind of some weird stuff. So it's really interesting just how many different things that they have. So you can just click on something. And what I really like about Pocket is you can save it for later. You can click on this audio button right here, and it gives you the option to play it. And you can have, there it goes. You can have students listen to things if they're not maybe the strongest readers, but it really keeps them up to date with news and with things that they are interested in. Okay, so that's that one. And my last one is Quizlet, which I think you could do for any grade level really, and any content. It might be a little difficult for little kids to make their own flashcards, but you also have the ability to, search for your different flashcards. So it's really good for just memorizing, preparing for tests. You also have the option as a teacher that there's a teacher version. I'm on the student version just so that I can see how students are looking at it. You also have the option to have classes, which are collaborative. So here's one that I had in high school where I had just me and a bunch of different students compiled all of our things for tests. I'm not certain that it made me any better at APUSH because it was really hard, but it was kind of useful to be able to work with other students. I have my ISTE standards ones on here because I was not sure if we were going to have a quiz on that, and so now I know those. Anyway, I think it's a really good app just for anybody to use for any content level. And that's about it. Thanks, guys.